YouTube. Hello, how are you doing today? YouTube, it's good to see you. Welcome on in to King of the Castle. Don't swear, chat. I let you guys out to see how this would go. I told them, YouTube, that if they misbehaved, meaning that the VOD gets like pinged for demonetization because of things they put in chat right now, they just don't get this VOD. So watch it while you can, because chances are they're gonna say something that's bad, and then it'll be the whole thing. But we'll figure it out. The second it gets demonetized, I literally will take it down. I'll be like, nope, that's gone. That's gone for forever. Anywho, YouTube, we're doing more King of the Castle with chat. We're going to continue. It's Sub Sunday, and I logged on here to see what the last time we played King of the Castle was. It was June 29th. That was the last time we played it. So it's been a little bit. It's been like 4 months-ish. But it was on Sub Sunday. To be fair, there was like a 2-month period at least where we couldn't play it because it got like messed up. So that was the whole thing. But it's Sub Sunday, and it would be the second outing of that dynasty. We always let the dynasties go for at least 2. So I'm going to continue this dynasty, and we'll go from there, okay? So we'll see how it goes. I know King Maticus of the previous Sub Sunday dynasty survived, made an heir, and that's I think I won. That's the first time I remember winning without having to be in the second one. So let's get it going. We're gonna go pop in and see how it all goes. So YouTube, if you've been enjoying the content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out Twitch, stop by, say hi. You can play with us.
Hi YouTube, are you ready for Matt to insist he is unbiased but then consistently make choices that screw over one faction? I am always
unbiased.
I know I am. Just hope it isn't mine.
Let me rephrase that. I am biased, but it's only biased towards helping me win. You're mistaking that as biased towards not liking one faction, and that's not the case. I'm biased towards my victory. Okay? So forget it. All right, YouTube, I'm gonna pause you and we'll get there in just a sec. So see you there. Huh? YouTube, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Everyone's joining in. I gave them some opportunities to join. They can still join in whenever. So if you guys are like a little late, still ! Join to play. There's no limit to when you can pop in. Also, chat, I just realized we're over 7,700 subs. Sorry, thank you so much for that. I don't know. Thank you. I think the deal like just went away, but like, I'm pretty sure that was like it just turned off. But either way, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let's get going here. So the game is starting. Let's do my path to victory first. This is our new queen now. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill. I do wear size 15s. And with your father out of the picture, that was me. I survived. Until I died. The nobles will be looking for an opportunity to replace you. Hey, chat, really quick. This is just a note. Like, I noticed this. No matter how many like times I live, die, whatever, like if we win, all these people are the same. Our advisors don't change. Are they immortal? Just wanna know. When you die, how will you hope the kingdom will remember you? All right. We do have 6 stability, 6 authority. I'm assuming I'm going to lose some authority right away. Everyone's already pretty defiant, because if I remember right, it keeps your stats from the last game. I'm not going with Faith, guys. Faith is pretty poopy. Trade was good up until the Chiefs took a trade dive. Military might be an interesting one. We've never done Conqueror. Conqueror is dangerous, though. That's... Chat slowly remembering how angry we were. You guys did get upset that I won. Only because I did things that made you guys all pissed. I'm gonna be a Conqueror. Sure, we've got decent military throughout. A warrior monarch is sure to be remembered fondly if they win more battles than they lose. I suggest for the next few years we focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss with how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Thank you. Well, see, the thing is, if you guys cut the military off, I remember what happened last time was the game was like, hey, you're getting your ass kicked on the ambition you picked. Let's shift focus since you have an heir. So you guys may be able to cripple the military, which is fine, because you can't use the military to overthrow me because you crippled the military. Therefore, I can pick a different ambition and be like, I'm good, I'm chief. I'm gonna cruise right through. All right, let's do council introduction. Let's introduce myself to the Chiefs of the North. Chief Sparkle Batman, it's great to see you. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us, Lord. All right. Let's Erica Race. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Your Highness. I was dismayed to hear of your father's passing. That's me. There, Erica. I appreciate you being upset that I died. A pleasure, Your esteemed Highness. Says Patrician Alakos. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow healthy under your reign. Introductions are done. All right, cool. Your hidiness. All right, chat. Let's get coronated. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your father, but now it's time for you to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, our treasury is too low to show off our wealth. So, this is a little bit of a preview of how the game actually works if you've never played before. Essentially, you guys are going to get to like vote for different stuff here. Yeah, you're not voting yet. I'm just explaining it. You get to vote for different stuff. I have abilities such as like I can give one extra vote to one of these things. It's kind of pointless in our situation because you guys vastly outnumber each other. So, and I can veto right now, which is just like say no. For example, if I were to veto anything, I would veto throwing the monarch into the river because why? I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Chat would be upset. Anyway, go ahead, vote. Go ahead and vote. I think you type like what? Exclamation point vote and then A, B, C, or D. I do appreciate the people that they acknowledge that like A would actually be pretty rough. That'd be a pretty rough start. But just so you know, there is like a 0% chance you're doing anything other than throwing me in the river. We have played this like what, 10 times now maybe? I don't even know how many times we've done this. It took off. Chat loved it. I loved it. I've never not been in the river. You know? Like, never done it. Well, that's the thing. I would veto river, but I feel like chat would be upset. So.
I respect everyone who votes against C knowing they will lose. Take
That's
your
true.
stand. That being said,
Exactly.
into the river.
Exactly. Into the river I go. It is decided the monarch will be thrown into the river. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. Why is it gotta be shallow? When you climb back on the bank, soaking wet, the chancellor steps forward and places a crown upon your head. Is it your imagination or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? Not the giggles, first of all. I do wish they kind of had, like, something in the vein of River, but different flavor than River, you know? Like, I've been thrown into the river. Like, let's, I don't know, ride through the bee forest or something. All right, the season is over, so let's see what we have going on over here. Gaitha of the Dirge clan, well-known northern prodigy, stands precariously on the longhouse crossbeams, screaming like a fallen god. Okay, hang on. All right, I got this. Ah! Chiefs of the North! We all know I shall be the one on the throne, not this imposter monarch Manicus II. How do we make that happen? You see I fell? I don't know if you like a falling. Okay. All right. This is just for the Chiefs. I'm fine looting it. All right, this is just for Chiefs to vote. So, if you're a Chief, how do you want to win? This is your like thing you guys are gonna be trying to do to win the game. T-Days, I assume that there's like a little bit of a delay. We always have a bit of a delay here. That's also why whenever like all the other votes go, I let there have a little bit more time, you know? I also don't know how the extension handles that, you know? And that's fair. You gotta weigh your options. You gotta kind of figure it out, right? Alright, I think there's like what? I don't know how many Chiefs there are, but that's probably... You probably got about the amount of Chiefs you're gonna get for that. That probably determines it. Honestly, good start. Oh, hydrate for Starlight Kitties already. Done. The Chiefs plan to dig up Oddheld's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. By the ninth! Okay. To advance the scheme, the Chiefs must lower the combined total of all regions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. You think they're going to do it? You think they're going to get that? All right. Vladimir of the Nostalgia Wave dynasty, eccentric Eastern enigma, leans delicately on the podium, sighing. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false monarch Manicus II wears the crown. What do you guys want to do about that, though? Like, what are you feeling? We could raise our sorcery, raise the authority. Doppelganger, lower our own defiance. That way we can replace... Didn't they try to do that before? They tried to replace me with a doppelganger, I'm pretty sure. Or we could uprising and raise the treasury. Wait, raise the treasury? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I do give you guys like a little bit more time too, because I know there's like delays and stuff like that too. I just want to make sure everyone gets a chance to like vote and play. You know? Yeah, I mean, honestly, all these are kind of interesting too, just to try and figure out what they might need to do with it. But Yeah, keeping your defiance low is not the hardest thing. It's really I determined that one. Yeah, I think like they replaced me with a doppelganger once. What was crazy was there's one time we did this where I literally became a werebore and had like immense power, and then they tried to replace me or something, and they killed me. But I was like, bro, it didn't make sense that I died. Like I was upset with the ending, only because I was like, man, I became Ganondorf. I really did. I should have been able to kill them easily, but nope. Yeah, Werebore Matt got cheated. That I will say, the story on that one was crazy. Like the up and down of the Werebore saga, insanity. All right, you guys have chosen to raise the authority. Let's go with it. Game was the one that infected me and turned me into Ganondorf. Crab Coin was another one too. The Count's plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These mortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the monarch is considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Well, this is a weird problem to have. All right, Cyril of the simple name John family, infamous coastal rapscallion, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. I am so calm right now. Fellow patricians of the coast, all right. My claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Maticus II. Something must be done. That's mine. We got it. All right, patricians, now it's your vote. What do you got here? That's weird. Yeah, his name is Cyril, not John. It is a strange one. It's a strange one. All right. Choose subterfuge, which is a lower stability. Conspiracy, lower the treasury. Or corruption, lower authority. Now, it'd be interesting if you also pick lower authority. 2 of you would be going after the same thing. You'd have two groups going after the same goal here. I don't know. Might be a different play. But at the same time, I understand you want to separate it, right? Oh, they need to raise the authority? Oh, that's true. I'm sorry, I just misunderstood. My brain is not all here right now. All I'm thinking about right now is how to get more plorts. So. Key Phoenix Sippers, thanks for the 42 months. Thank you so much.
This 42-month anniversary brings a cursed message. Iron Man 1 released in 2008.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't stop. Please stop. I watched it yesterday. I did. I really did. Like not yesterday, but like the other day. Like it was recently. And I was like, man, that was really good. This movie was good. Don't remind me that. Oh my god. Man, I was 18. I was 18. That's rough. Yeah, I graduated in 08. Could you stop? Key Phoenix Numbers, thanks for the 42 months. I appreciate that. Continue subbing for the next 2008 months. But don't ever tell us when Iron Man came out. Demore, you're old too. Got him. Or you will be, and you won't realize it's about to happen. So, what's Iron Man? Drew, let me ask you a quick question before we continue on with how they're going to lower the treasury. Drew, how are you on the computer right now? Since you clearly live in either the year 1400 or are like Amish currently. I'm just wondering, Drew, because that doesn't seem. I don't understand how you've done this. Yeah, Amish currently. You could be not Amish eventually. You could decide to leave. They do allow that. But I don't really know. I guess they might have some computers and stuff like that and the like. I don't really know. I'm not sure where they stand. All right. They're going to lower the treasury. That actually would be fairly easy because I think we're pretty... Yeah, I was going to say, we're pretty low. So right now, literally everyone that is playing has their stuff ready. You guys are set. Anonymous voting would be interesting. Monarch's Iron Choice. That one's good because then I can kind of like raise my authority, which admittedly the counts want. But if I raise my authority, chat generally doesn't want me to raise it, so it's good to have one of those. All right. Capitan Bones, thanks for the 19 months. Appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Did we turned Sub Sunday back on, right? Yeah, we did. I'm sorry. I remember when we got raided by BK, I turned it off for a minute. All right. Let's get my honor guard. Sass, it wasn't you. I didn't have faith in me. All right. Good news, Your Majesty. I've received a vision. I'm glad you could see. I saw you bathed in holy light. Oh, okay. Good. Bad time to pause, just for the record. I wouldn't just wait there. Blades and missiles crumbling to dust before they could even reach you. Do you guys know what missiles are? Okay. You do not need to recruit an honor guard. The ninth god will shield you from... What? No. You're like, trust me, bro. Source, I got, trust me. You don't need an honor guard. You're fine. The ninth god. Religion is so low. Faith is down in the toilet right now. What are you guys talking about? I've never seen the ninth god protect someone from a sword to the chest. Yeah, you need tangible guards, Your Majesty. Has it ever said that to me? Tell about the Northern Warriors. Bearded oafs, axes, and no manners. They'll get drunk. Sounds good. No discipline. Can't guarantee they won't turn on or run off on some random quest, but they're honorable. And in a fight, unbeatable. Honestly, all the military is pretty good right now. Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they've fought in actual battles. They mostly write poems these days. Okay, tell me about these gladiators. Again, with low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities. Their skill at chopping other people into bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable. But can you trust them? Harvey did. Can you trust them? Mercenaries we don't have the money for us, so I made my decision. Legitimately, I lose faith if I take one. This might be the shortest King of the Castle we ever do. Just so you guys know, this might be the shortest one. Yo, they had a vision. They said that they watched me bathe, and then they were like, "Yo, I don't need an honor guard." So, are you Are you dumb? I mean, okay, no, nobles will consider an insult the warrior's prowess. I'm just saying. They are. Oh my god, this is stupid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got. Look, the G-Man's got me, okay? Faith went up. Don't blame me if you get killed. At last, a monarch who trusts in the ninth. By the ninth, great God, it's here. That's cool. Your Majesty, your enemy's arrows shall miss and their swords shall falter. We are cooked. But okay, that's cool. A new baby. Chief Viper Queen. Hello. Your Greatness, some fine news from my common folk in the north. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. By the 9th? Great God, it's here? Perhaps you should mark an occasion. The mark will send their blessings. The mark has no time for peasant brats. Alright, well, we're not doing that one. Give the parents a bounty of jewels and fine wine. Oh my god. Send the Inquisitor to make sure the birthmark is real. Can I pick? Because all these suck. Only one. I don't want to do that one. That one lowers everything. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna veto the bottom one. I believe your birthmark. By the 9th, great God, it's here. Go. Dude, you can boo all you want. Look, I have to do some things to stay king. I literally didn't take an honor guard for content. Shut up. All right, chat. You vote. You vote. I'm actually super surprised that it was like, hey, here you go. You can do this. By the way, you guys can say drain the treasury. That just means I'm cruel taxing you. And I have enough to cruel tax. Do. All right, I'll give you guys a couple more seconds too. Abracadabra, name several times I've cruel taxed you. Technically, that's the thing. It's like, it actually helps the patricians, so it makes complete sense for the patricians to do that. You know? This is the one that makes more sense for the counts to do. Because the counts are trying to lower the stability. Right now, or no, they're trying to lower the authority. I'm sorry, never mind. Doesn't make any sense. This sudden desire to have faith stat, though, is not sitting well with the Chiefs. It's also funny, the Chiefs start with, like, the lowest faith in the game, and they have the highest right now. Alright, well, hey, let's give them some wine by the 9th. Great God, it's here. There you go. God bless you, your highness. The common folk will appreciate your generosity. This is, another matter. They asked permission to name the baby after you. What do you think, your majesty? No! It's like... Alright. As long as the baby's not ugly... Sure. I shall assess the baby's appearance and act accordingly. Good. Good. I'm glad. That's funny. Thank you for assessing. True to her word, Chief Viper Queen lets you know that the baby is perfectly adorable and therefore suitable to be named Maticus. A child of the North. Name for you. Who knows what sort of person this baby will become? You can only hope you're around to see it. That baby's gonna kill me. That baby's gonna kill me. That'll be the death of me. Alright. Chief Dread Bunny, Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife has gone berserk in rural areas, and they are attacking villages and travelers all across the region. Tell me more about these creatures. They are great, hulking beasts, clearly twisted by magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. Then they're people. No. The northern warriors are afraid. They say the creatures are a dark omen, a sign of the end. Patrician Tyrannix. Tyrannix? I hope I said that right. We'll see. By all that glitters, what's gotten into the chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? The other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your August Majesty. No one wants to march up to the frozen north for something like this. You're all as useless nipples on a breastplate. Point of order, Your Highness. The Church of the Ninth...
Literally anything happens in the north. It's a sign of the end.
I know, they do that all the time, Master Yuki. They think it's going to be over in no time. Church of the Ninth God should provide shelter for those who need it. All will be welcome, whether they are adherent to the true God or not. It's the least we can do. Or, if you can afford it, send a detachment of mercenaries who are aren't afraid to chase a few wild bears. That should put an end to this crisis. Well, I don't have the money for that, so you can go and forget about it. Well, I'm going to do my iron choice here because I might need it. I'll gain authority here. I'll gain authority and lose the authority. So at very least, it's if you guys pick it, you know. All right, cool. Vote for it. The North needs though. I kind of like. We never do faith as a stat that we go after. So you know, if we actually do get like any faith, literally, I went for military here. So just to point that. But it also makes sense. The Chiefs don't want that at all. Completely understandable. However, really, there's no good answer here. For me, at least. I would tell they can remain anonymous. I'm not gonna out the one person voting for C. If it had mattered, maybe, but it didn't. Who is that chief? Yo, you vote however you want. Don't be peer pressured by your other chiefs or doing it. It's you. You do you. All right, chat. It has been decided. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I would normally do jumping jacks here because I definitely owe you guys a bunch of jumping jacks still. I've not forgotten about the jumping jacks. I'm going to do them. I'm not doing them right now. The reason being that, like, we're going to have a marathon next week, and I've been doing a bunch of work around the house, so I'm super messed up in my legs right now. I didn't forget them, Sass. I just want that to be, like, clear. I didn't forget any of that. The Archbishop instructs all churches across the north to open their doors to refugees fleeing the attacks. They are more than glad to help for the assistance. Over time, the beasts withdraw. The Northerners are grateful for the church's help, with many finding a new place in their hearts for the ninth god and his disciple. Dude! Chiefs, that's rough. That's rough. So many people just got converted. They're in. They're like, bro, they opened their doors and they have like a feast on Sunday. It's crazy. Oh man. All right, the season is over. It's time for the auction. Chat, if you've never done the auction with us, then here's how this works. Basically, you're going to type !fund, and then you type A, B, C, D, E, or F, which is what you're funding. And then right after that, put like a space, and you put how much you want to fund. Every one of you has personal wealth. The richest noble is Domehammer with 3,300 gold. So your personal wealth is tracked like independently, so don't worry about that. The two that are highest funded will get built. The cathedral, which is A, will increase the faith of the chiefs, I believe. The observatory will lower it. It's B. The library will increase stability. That's C. D. The monument will increase authority. E. The prison will lower stability. And F. The stadium will lower military. That's weird that would happen, but either way, you know, that's how it goes. The patricians have nothing to go through here. They're just trying to get me to lose money. So, all right, I cannot let this go on extra time. You guys have to do it. The timer just goes. So, let's go. Let's go. So I can't like call when this is over. This just goes until the timer runs out. So it might be earlier than you think. I'm sure there's a little delay. So I try to do low latency mode, so there's not like a big delay, but there's still only so much I can do. I also saw a bunch of people like pop in. Hey, welcome on in. It is Sub Sunday. If you can't talk for some reason, that's just sorry. We're doing our Sub Sunday for the month. Yeah, if you want to chat and play with us, !join in chat. We'll let you play. You will have to be a sub for it today, but we still do this without you having to be a sub too. Not today, obviously, but you know. Boo-doo. This is like a choose your own adventure game if you've never played it, but chat is the one choosing, and it's me versus chat and chat versus chat, so it's fun. You guys funded a lot there. All right, the observatory, you've lowered your faith. Did the church do nothing for you? They saved you from the beasts. No, it makes sense. Chiefs would want to lower that. And you increased authority. Wait. Oh, you were trying to raise it. That's fine. All right. All right. The fact the faith has gone up so much is insane. I don't think we've ever had faith get that high quickly. All right, let's see if I can't get a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important to find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you mind? Honestly, considering I'm playing as my daughter, I don't really care. Any is fine. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send our messengers to the most influential nobles, families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. All right. They'll get back to me about a spouse at some point. New gods or famine? Let's go with new gods. Chief the Souls. Your Greatness, I've come to thank you for the ninth church for your kindness during the so-called Season of the Claws. Badass name, by the way. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad for their help. The creature's attacks have eased. I can only imagine why, but I thank the gods for it. Both the old and the new. Season of the Claws out. You don't need to thank us, dude. Once the chief has bowed his head to leave, your archbishop is quick to lean over to you. Hey, Your Majesty, we are presented with a golden opportunity to expand the church's influence. We should capitalize on this goodwill immediately. You know, right? You don't have to be a dick about it. Why does everyone want me to have money? I don't have any money. We lost all of our money. Nothing can be done. Honestly, I'm gonna let you guys just figure this out. This is on all of you. I don't, because I don't have any money. So figure it out. That's on you. I could veto it, and I don't like to veto and give no choice. I only do that if it's like play the game, like I have to make it, you know? I have to do it to stay in. Keep in mind, like, if I die, like, this is over, then the whole game ends. So I try to extend it as much as we can. The Chiefs are having a rough start. They are having a bit of a rough start. I mean, you don't know. Like, they might be going for different stuff. Wow. This is a very close vote. All right. I'm going to call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Calm. I look at it. I want any involvement. It's calm. That was insanely close. I don't know if the one chief that voted away would have been enough. Oh my god.
I don't know who that one chief that keeps voting to raise faith is, but they have my undying respect for the content.
They believe in the ninth god, for he is good. The Chiefs are particularly angered by your brazenness. Still, your recent aid goes a long way in smoothing over the disagreements. Damn! That's a lot of faith. You know why this is happening, right? So the game does, at least as far as I can tell, try its best to put things back into a more working order. If it identifies anything as getting too low or too high, it will do its best to try and be like, all right, well, I can attack this, but I have to raise this somehow, you know? So it gives opportunities to do that more often than not. I did also choose God as a guard. Great content play for me.
My team may not win, but by the 9th grade God, the Chiefs will find religion.
That's true. They'll be fervent believers. If you could, it could have been much worse, Your Highness. At least no one was most alive to appease some shrub goddess or the like. Shrubs are alright. Alright, now this is gonna test your faith. Famine? After everything the 9th god's done? Hello, Your Majesty. I've traveled all the way from the north to beg you to do something about the price of grain. Well, why'd the stability go down too? That's pretty fucked up. You see what I'm saying, though? We had high stability, so they're like, let's get rid of that shit. You know? I can't afford to feed my family. A day of back-breaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. And the year is 2025, or? Oh, no. Right. 1200 or whatever. Sorry about that. I don't control the price of grain. Chief Vito Makarov, though. She's right. The grain price in the north is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in the profits, while the common folks starve. I cannot do that. I don't have any money either. Oh my god. I literally can't do half of this shit. I have to veto that because we would have $50 and there'd be no way. I'm broke because you guys keep taking my money. All right, yeah, I'm vetoing this just so we're not concerned about that. We could go for the roll, but that's that. Legitimately, if you run out of money, the game is over. So I have to. This one will probably still be short, but I'm like, bro, it can't be 10 minutes. All right, you guys vote. Either put a cap on the price of grain, or the free market will correct itself in due time. I've heard that plenty of times. So who knows? It might actually be true in this. Yeah, I could speedrun the game. I mean, I'm a level 6. I speedrun and I'm just like, awesome. I'm out. I'm going to get dinner. I do need to work on the archipelago tonight, too. We do a monthly archipelago, or I should say Terrell runs it in the Discord. And I try to join when I can. I have to finish it, like, this week. Okay. This straw really wants to escape. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was almost nice. Wait. Can we get one more vote for real nice? I have to call it. No, real nice. But still. It's not bad. Elf Bleezy, by the way, thanks for those bits. Various Rodents, thanks for those bits as well. Thank you. We succeeded? Oh! Oh my god. I put the cap on the price of grain. Killed trade. Dude, you guys are never gonna get a holographic Charizard. You're destroyed. When the wily merchants find a way around it, you order a few of them hanged as examples to the rest. This short, sharp lesson does wonders. Soon enough. I know.
Why am I in West Virginia in game right now?
Don't worry, because you're the guy. Don't worry about it. It's the grain. Soon enough, grain is cheap again, and no merchant dares to say a word. Hopefully, most of the peasants will stay alive until next harvest. So, that got the farming fixed, but it did kill the trade. That's fine. It's all right. Eat the merchants. Oh! In the east, Count Strongest Magikarp stands on the rampart of a castle, watching a flock of bats pass. Is it called a flock of bats? Whatever. Suddenly, the bats swirled out and began to merge, coalescing into a black-clad figure. Suitably dramatic, I trust. Now, why did you want me to meet? If this isn't good, I'll give you a case of boils so hideous it'll make your own mother disown you. Yo, Counts, I'm just gonna throw down. Oftentimes when you guys work with wizards in this game, it's not great. It's pretty bad. Just saying. I thought we might have a common goal. The Monarch has been overstepping their bounds recently, haven't they? Well, the Monarch's watch did order a quarantine recently. No, they didn't! I don't have a watch! The G-Man's watching over me! I don't have any watch! There's no watch for me! Unless you're talking to God directly. I don't know what to tell you. The ninth guy, he's on top of this shit. By the ninth! Fine, I'll help. If you take care of the bees for me. What? Okay. Did you say bees? Yes, on this plane there are simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful in intelligence. call themselves the Dreams of Being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. What? But they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting. So, you can deal with them. Okay. Pestia sets up residence in the eastern lands, raising a tower in the matter of hours. For miles around, the crops wither and die as magical radiation ravages the landscape. Couch, you guys are killing your farmland, too. Thank God I didn't go farming. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Oh, why religions, yeah. Okay. The counts have got, like, the easiest layup. But the game will now be like, what if I could raise the farming? All right. That will at least get me somewhere out of this hole. I need money, guys. Like, every time you guys tell me to do shit, like literally, you almost were able to take me down to $50 last turn. $50. I can't do that. I literally can't let that happen. I'm gonna get the Defiance all even Steven here, and we're cruel taxing, so I'm at least not at insane loss. I should cruel tax you all, though. You were right. Oh, it's not even Stevens. I should have just fucking regulared it. I'm sorry, I misread the Defiance. My bad, guys. Oh, well, I'll get right next time. Wait. Hey, well, eligible options first. I want to see my love cards here. Found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. They're partners for life, so indeed, your majesty. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged portraits on an easel. This still seems like the most annoying way to do this, but I guess this is, like, essentially Tinder. Alright, let's see these eligible candidates. Kestrid, firstborn daughter of the Northern Sylvan Rose clan. She's been melancholy sorts ever since she was a child, but otherwise, she's decent enough company. Alright, melancholy, good to know. She keeps the company of witch women and god speakers who have taught her mysterious secrets. She's an incredibly driven person by all accounts. Gets up at the crack of dawn each morning and goes for a swim in a frozen lake. Will we have to freeze the lake in the capital?
It is time. Rise up, counts. This cruel tax cannot stand.
Sume, I have to. I have to cruel tax. She does magic, so that's interesting. It's interesting. This is Sylvia, the eldest heir of the Eastern Councilor Mix dynasty. In their youth, they ran off and tried to join a circus. They found them at the end. Thank the ninth. They had a laboratory installed in their castle and spend most of their time there, conducting bizarre experiments. They got in some trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. It's an intriguing candidate. Honestly, that's pretty cool. Got circus and then that. All right, and finally, the coast, we have Maurice, the wealthy heir, a noble patrician, ex-inspired estate. I mean, just look at him. He's gorgeous, and apparently he's got a silver tongue, too. Oh, shit. Does silver feel good down there? I'm not... Anyway, he's also obsessed with the arena. All his friends are gladiators, and sometimes he even enters the fight himself. And apparently, He has a dark side. Oh my god. He could be a bad. No, I don't know much about it. I like the sound of him. All right. This is kind of tough, actually. I like all three of these options. Quite frankly. Circus scientist is pretty cool. I do like Batman. No, you guys don't get to vote. I get to pick. This is my spouse. But I will say, one of them does magic. Though it might be kind of hard if we're going down with this, like, I'm sure that would be like pagan shit. Yeah. I do like Kestrid of the North. That's true. My honor guard's a hope and a prayer. I probably shouldn't do that. Well, I have to be worried about the pagan shit because my honor guard might be like, "You married a magical pagan? Can't be done. Never mind. Arrows work suddenly." All right. I'm gonna go with scientist. But the defiance was impossible to deal with. Also, now people can't say that I'm like, not paying attention to the counts. I don't know what this is. It says the expedition returns, but oh my god. Hey chat, do you remember like 3 or 4 months ago when we sent these guys out on a boat? Yeah, well, anyway, my dad did this, and me from the past did this. Expedition the King Magus sent to Chur has finally returned, and they brought a boat full of riches with them. What kind? A crate full of dazzling gold coins is wheeled into the room. Strange emblems from a long-forgotten kingdom are carved on the faces. There are more than 20 of these crates, my monarch. More gold than the treasury has even ever seen. What's the catch? I'm not sure what you mean, Your Highness. It's gold. Free gold. Where'd they find all this? Something's wrong. Something's gonna go wrong. I know this. This is how something's gonna go wrong. In the vault beneath an ancient castle, so they say. A castle made entirely of brilliant white stone, larger than all the other castles of the kingdom combined. Put it in the vault. Oh, God. You have the gold carted to your vault and thrown in a great celebration honoring the sailors who brought it to you. Your jubilation is short-lived, however. Yep, there it is. Told you. Fucking told you. Always a goddamn trap. Everyone's getting cool text. Oh, the horror. The gold must have been cursed. Oh, no. What's left is your trove is tarnished and shriveled, as if decaying from arcane sickness. The treasurer is soon weeping openly at the law. That gold was gone for 4 months. 4 months of time. It didn't evaporate itself, but hey, great, cool, love it. We have no money. We're screwed. Your Highness, I come before you with a humble plea. It better not be for money, Mace. It better not be for money. It can't be, Mace. It's good to see you, but We, the chiefs of the north, had an awakening. The ninth god is the way of our lands. Yes, by the ninth. Great God, it's here. With your help, of course. Will you induct us into the church? That's funny. What do you want me to do? We wish to officially recognize the ninth god and ask you in return to appoint a northern bishop, so we have a representation among the clergy. What do the other religions think of this? Or regions think of this? Not much, Your Majesty. They will see it as you reducing your own influence, or their own influence, but is the righteous thing to do. I shall call a vote then. Very good, Your Majesty. I would be most happy to perform the rites for this new bishop, should the council agree to it. All right. I will not take away your ability to vote. I just don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to veto one option. I will, however, if you pick the option I don't want, I will give you a punishment for it. And then I get authority for it. Yeah, I use Iron Choice, so... By the ninth is so funny. I can't believe that we're going down this route. Especially considering the Chiefs don't want me to do that. Alright. Get to voting, chat. Ba-ba-da-doo-doo. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-doo-doo-doo. It won't matter though. If you can get Defiance, but the Rebellion won't really matter because I've got such high authority and stability. Talos be praised. Mark 1, I've hydrated for you. All right. Chat, I'm going to call the vote. Here, I'm going to go to continue. I'm going to look away because I don't want any like influence in it. Calling it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That was, I look back over as I hit click. That was an insanely close vote. You guys rejected the Chiefs. I'm actually surprised because there's not enough Chiefs to do that. You guys rejected the content. The Chiefs should have. The Chiefs are right to reject the content. And now you've made the Chiefs mutinous, which will do nothing. And they're still very faithful. But at least I get authority, so you know, it's okay. My authority. Lillian Yankee, it's so funny to see the Chiefs say fuck the content when I'm like, whenever I do anything to keep the game going and you guys are like, what the fuck? All right, I have no money. You guys are trying to defy. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians on the coast meet the plot their latest scheme. The treasury is practically empty. Yeah, I wonder why. Could it be because we put a bunch of money in there and it became nothing? We're perfectly placed to offer them a loan. So helpful of us, says Patrician Netblade. A name with letters. It says, indeed, these loan agreements will be as friendly as a bear trap, absolutely loaded with hidden catches in the small print. Now watch me work my magic. Oh, great. Great. Uh-huh. I heard the monarch's recent money troubles that you caused. And I thought we could both benefit. Just sign here and here. Hang on. What's the provisions about giving the patricians exclusive mineral rights to the borders? Well, with respect, Madam Treasurer, you're broke. Not yet. We got this. Are you really in a position to question this? That's a good point. Oh, their trade went up. No, don't do... Well, I like that it picked 2 people on the patricians to just lose money. At least we have money now, chat. I'll still cruel tax everybody. Yeah, I got my own money back. See, easy as pie. But it's not enough to bankroll the monarch. The rest of the kingdom needs to be in debt to us as well. To advance the scheme, the patricians must have the highest trade of all regions in 3 seasons. Well, I don't think you're going to have to worry about the chiefs. The counts, though, it's doable. The counts will have to get rid of their trade. All right. If nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain 500 personal wealth. I could bribe you guys. After voting, nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. That's okay, but it's very rarely do I... The problem is, this is good if I think I could convince you guys of anything. But... there is no way I can convince you guys of anything at all. My convincing has to be done beforehand. You guys are dug in. You like 100%. You will not hear any reason. You have to be bribed. That's it. I could literally be like saying, "Hey, here is a hamburger. You're hungry. Eat the hamburger." And you'll be like, "No!" If you decide you hate hamburgers or whatever. And I'd be like, there's nothing to help you other than the hamburger. You'd starve instead. But I've got to bribe you. That's about it. Get rid of that one. I either have to bribe you or punish you. Vultures. Let's go to the wedding. Your wedding with Sylvia is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Sylvia at your side. I do. Ooh. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, there's a feast. And after the feast, a dance. And after the dance, well, you know. The new spouse, Sylvia, dances so vigorously they spill their wine all over themselves. At least that lowered some defiances, so that's good. And we increased our other stuff. By the time you find yourself alone with Sylvia, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I'm drunk! And yet somehow, not drunk enough. Time for more wine! Hey! Servants! Wine! That's the spirit! It's spirits, honey. But, you know. Alright. We gotta play this cool, guys. We gotta play this cool. We're all drinking? I tried to get to know them one time, and they were like, "What the fuck? Let's fuck." No time like the present. They swig the last dregs of their wine and lead you to bed. Blammo! Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, vultures and a risky wager. Let's look at vultures. Rizlord. Crystalline Tactician. Greedy coastal merchants are taking advantage of cheap northern labor. Your Highness, exploiting our natural resources and putting our trade companies out of business. Those pieces of shit. They're vultures. Vultures! Is it really such a problem, says Abracadav? It's just business. You apparently paid a lot for that, Abracadav. I don't know why, but you did. Alright. What do we do about the coastal merchants exploiting the north? Kick out the patricians and put trade companies back in northern hands. Mark will buy up the coastal trade companies. I don't think I will. It's just business, baby. I'm not buying the trade companies. You guys figure this out. Go for it. I love. It's just business, baby. I really don't know what you guys might want. Like, quite frankly, it's like the patricians. I don't even know what they would want. They wouldn't want A for sure. At least I don't think they would, because like they're trying to. Yeah, they would potentially lose their trade. Though really, all the others would want C. Because, well, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to say. I really have no idea. Pats would probably only want C. All right. Hey. Chat. I'm going to go and call it. I don't think I even need to do the countdown for that one, right? Let's go. Let's go. Do. The voting is closed. Kick out the patricians and put trading companies back in northern hands. Patricians didn't like that. They were pretty pissed. Bro. Abracadav, I want you to know there's like I don't know, like 600-700 people here. Everyone just robbed you. Everyone that voted for that just robbed you. They took every bit of money you had. That wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that. I was just here. I was watching. Oh my god, that was fucked up. That was brutal. That was brutal. But yeah, I understand why they'd be so upset about that. But the trade went down too. And then Crystalline Tactician got all the money. It all goes to Chief Crystalline Tactician. As the months pass, it becomes evident the noble patrician Abracadav was wrong. The companies continue to make a nice profit, and their new owner spreads the wealth across the north. And now it's just struggling. I guess technically the patricians are the highest trade. Now we'll see. All right, a risky wager. Lord Patrician Domehammer, hold on to your masks and hats and accessories, everyone. Count Meg SRP is about to lose a huge amount of money. Dome, why you gotta throw him out like that? Okay. We've bet our life savings on a boat race between the Count and I, and I'm sure to win the day. So sure, in fact, that I petitioned the council to officially sponsor my voyage. What kind of boat you got? The best trireme. It's tiny, but that's the point. It'll nip around all those deadly reefs. He's talking rubbish, Your Highness, says Meg. My nimble Strug will easily defeat Domehammer's old boat. And my name's not Meg SRP. If you sponsor anyone. Or my name's not Meg SRP. I'm sorry, your name is Meg SRP. I apologize. If you sponsor anyone, sponsor me. Well, I can't veto anyone. I could play both sides. That way I'm always on top. However, I don't think I'll have the money for that. Yeah, like literally, what is this? This helps no one. And like, I don't even think I'd gain authority. My authority, I'm pretty sure, is maxed out. And that just has people gain wealth. I can't even bribe you guys. 10, you believe, is the max? I guess it's fair. Well, in that case, I would still gain here. Here, in that case, I will do this on the off chance you guys say no to racing. That way, I will hopefully mitigate the authority drop. And that's that. You guys can figure that out. Oh, I know you guys are willing to accept the bribe. I just don't think I've got the bribe for you. Disney Bear World, let me hydrate. Chat, thank you all for hanging out today, by the way. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you. I hope you all have had a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. And just a great week of streams. Also, hope you guys are getting excited. We got the Achieve-a-thon next week. So, be starting Saturday for that is my plan. I'm going to be doing Pokemon Thursday and Friday. And, yeah. So, it should be a fun time. Should be a fun time. I do also want to do some horror games on Tuesday. You know? So, that'll probably be our timer Tuesday. Just do a few horror games. I'm not really sure what ones we'll do. But I do want to check out Gretlo tapes. That seemed pretty scary, but... Mooncrasher, I know. Chat's trying to end the game as quickly as possible. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hup! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I didn't take any of your money, Mooncrasher. Literally. You guys took your money. Alright, we're sponsoring both nobles, apparently. Dude, the treasury is the hardest thing to mitigate in this game. You gave money to Dome and to Meg. From me. Now I'm tyrannical, though. Excitement builds as merchants and tourists flock to the starting town. Soon, both boats embark on the journey. They look very small and flimsy against the vast ocean backdrop. Your August Majesty, I understand you elected to sponsor both competitors, but surely you can sense out which one will outdo the other. Buffalo. Oh, excellent. Where should I place your bet? Bro, a draw? Can that happen? All right, full content. Goodness me, that'd be strange. You're dumb. Here you go. Gotta come in a suit. Please don't take all my money. I can't even do that. Literally, I have an in the game button. If I click this, the game is over. I'm not even kidding. We would lose the second I click it. It would be done. The stream would be over. Don't do it. No, I mean, legitimately, we're not going to get the money right away. This would end the stream. I'll take 500 and we'll go from there. I might... we're so deep in anyway. You return to the capital to await news of the race. Big risk. We're already like... Because you guys robbed me, we're already so deep in the risks. An ancient legend is resurfacing in the north, yet the chiefs can't agree on where. I'm telling you, says Sorrel. My aunt's second cousin dug up a horn not long ago that looks just like the carvings. Chief Orchid Frog, your aunt's always digging things up. I have it on good authority that the horn is somewhere in my lands. The saga's confirmed it. I've been told 1,000 times, or I've told you 1,000 times, Orchid Frog. It doesn't mean hornblower in the old tongue. It means blower of... Hey, can you shut up? Enough! If we're to recover the horn, we must earn the god's favor. And while you two bicker, our enemies in the Ninth Church grow stronger. Think about how funny it would have been to have the Ninth Church officially be their religion while they're fucking fighting the Ninth Church. Man, it's gonna be rough. The Chiefs unfortunately do have a rough go because they literally went from like no religion to tons of it. Ba-do-do-do. Oh, hey, bankruptcy, huh? Treasury's almost empty, Your Highness. What do you want? Apart from raising taxes, we have a precious few options. We could get a bank loan, or sell the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of the predecessors' tombs. Most are buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. Oh, yeah. Hey, so... I'm going to not do this, as I have done that in the past, and that has been bad. That is the inflation play, and everyone dies. I don't know if I want to take a loan, because they might come back for it, right? That wouldn't be great. I could take money from you guys. It's only $1,000. That would increase defiance, though, and lower stability. Hey, I'm taking money from you guys. You guys were taking money from me, remember? Here you go. I don't really care about the authority, considering I've got so much more of it anyway. Perfect. You can have that scepter, Meg. That's fine. I don't really care. You take it. Do whatever you want. Yeah, I basically took money from Dome and from Meg. All right. A mysterious ship. Something for the counts. Oh my god. We finally got something. Your Grace, various rodents says, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. I live in the middle of the town, so it's kind of strange. And it's not even from the east. Its name is the Kestrid, and it bears a north... Do you guys remember I wanted to marry Kestrid? Wasn't that was... Oh, interesting. The vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea, says Lillian Yanka. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favorite picnic spot. My peasants discovered only one survivor on board, a northern sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Northern sailor with a parrot. Why would the North have okay. Did you teleport this ship? I swear I didn't teleport any ship, Your Highness. We were sailing the northern waters. Then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. Nay, we must interrogate him further. I must know why the ship is on my land. You don't really have to. It's pretty interesting, to be honest. It's kind of cool. All right. Pay a scholar to help him recover his... Dude, fuck that. I want to because I'm interested. But also, you guys have lowered my treasury too much. You don't get to do cool things because we don't have money. I have to veto it. Oh, shit. Count's hired adventurers to investigate his wreck. That sounds good because the Counts have to pay for it. Yeah, I'm vetoing that. I can't afford it. Too bad. Too bad. If you wanted to see how he recovered his memory, you shouldn't have taken all the money earlier. You gotta remember, you took the money earlier. I tried to get it back. I'm keeping it at a respectable amount. That's that. Whose trade does it raise? I have no idea, actually. It's a good question. That's the tough thing is, sometimes it won't really tell you whose trade it's going to raise. So you have to go up and down. It probably would raise... Well, the only person I can tell you for sure it wouldn't raise the trade of is the Patricians. Patricians' trade would not get raised at all. Guaranteed. Because they're not really involved in this. It's either the chiefs or the counts. Okay, so it looks like you guys are going to leave the sailor to recover alone and the wreck to molder away. So trade is going to go up, which that would hurt the Patricians. Counts are doing the right play. They're doing the right play, even though I was told I was targeting them. I do want the tea. Leave the sailor alone and let the wreck molder away. Wait. Why did that piss off the chiefs? The chiefs grumble amongst themselves, muttering about the lack of charity. The sailor is left to wander as he wishes, and you do not hear from him again. That definitely upped the Count's trade, though. As news spread a bizarre reappearance of the Kestrid, visitors from the east come to the east to view the wreck. They arrive and spend money on overpriced tourist goods. No one dares to get close. Rumor has it that some visitors have gone missing after spending too long near the vessel. Rough for the dude whose property it's on. I'm sorry about your picnic spot and everything. That's a shame. All right, shady business. You Kami? What's up here? Your Highness, I'm sure you'd be very concerned to hear the letter I have from Count Meg SRP. Gekko in a suit, what do you have here? I'm sure you don't need to worry about that. Your August Majesty, let's move on to a different vote. How about, no, I will speak! Meg SRP writes. We are practically nose to nose. But while my crew was busy rowing, I saw a coastal ship sneaking into a sheltered bay. Are you Patricians cheating? I hate to speak ill of the Patricians, but it looked very much like smugglers avoiding the capital's import fees. This is preposterous heresy and gossip, nothing more. These Patricians are cheating. They're not cheating at the race. They're cheating at economics. Which, that's whatever. Those smugglers are obviously skilled. Hire them for the spot. I cannot do that. The Patricians are merely being innovative entrepreneurs. Punish the Patricians and reward Meg SRP for alerting the treasury. Levy a fine on Patricians. I don't really know what I don't want here. Like, I could increase your guys' personal wealth by giving you one to go after. Levy of Fine the Patricians would be pretty good. That increased the treasury. Yeah, here, how about this? I'm going to give you guys personal wealth if you levy a fine on the Patricians. I know they're going to be pissed, but I'll give you personal wealth if you do that. And I'm doing this because I need money, and the other ones just only serve to hurt me. So I have to do that. I'm sorry. I have to do that. Patricians, I will say, in a weird situation, if you vote for it, you will at least not lose 750 of your personal wealth. You only lose 250. So, you know, I'm just saying. If you did, you know, that's kind of how it goes. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it was kind of smart to know, because knowing that, like, I don't think I really even need to bribe you guys. Deathlord is definitely Meg's biggest fan. Like, give it to Meg. All right, that's the vote's called. There's no way. I'm sorry, Patricians. It's just I had to do some, like, you know, it's rough. I'm not even sure if it was, like, best overall, because the Defiance might not be good for me. You would take Meg's word over mine? Well, yeah, in this situation, yes. Like, I am Durapunk. You don't know that. By the 9th, great God, it's here! Great God, it's here! By the 9th, wait, we got this. Freespire, thank you for the 4 gift subs. Thank you, Freespire. Worse, it turns out that the smugglers were in cahoots with Domehammer to provide illicit supplies for his voyage. Without their help, his progress slows. The race continues onward. You wait to hear more from the competitors. You guys, to be fair, Patricians were cheating. That's documented now. It's not cheating if that's absolutely cheating. Nuh-uh. All right, chat. Since you have plenty of personal wealth, auction. Okay? Get to auctioning. Library is for stability increasing. Observatory lowers the faith. The Deer Park will lower the farming. The stability will be lowered with the prison in D. The Grand Bazaar will up trade, probably just for the Patricians. And F will raise the monument will raise authority. So go for it. Spend your personal wealth to fund things. 30 seconds left. Again, I can't actually extend the time on this one. I wish I could, but I just can't. It's exclamation point fund, and then A, B, C, D, E, or F, and then the amount of your personal wealth you want to spend on it. You have to put that, like, right after. You know? The bribe the Chiefs got that one time. I try to play fairly, but unfortunately sometimes I have to target people because it's like I've got to win or try to stay alive. All right, Astroyuki smartly the biggest contributor for the Grand Bazaar. That will help. They'll help the Patricians out. And then you guys are still trying to lower the faith. That makes sense. That makes sense for the Chiefs. Unfortunately, the patricians did not get up there in just enough time. About your heir. We gotta get started on this heir stuff. Yeah, the North has 2 observatories. What do you mean it's grown I've talked to her once! What the hell? There has been... We had 1 interaction chance. That was it. They said no, I guess. They care more for their stupid alchemical... This is why I said we should have gone magic, chat. You guys were like, no, scientist. We still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. A royal wedding is a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. Well... What if I just adopted? Yeah, we could have had Batman too. Like, didn't we have a bastard last time? No, we actually had a legitimate heir last time, didn't we? Let's adopt. Yeah, let's adopt a lowborn child. Yeah, let's do it. The nobles won't be too happy, but a lowborn child being elevated from the status of a royal. I urge you to reconsider. I've made up my mind. I'll make the necessary arrangements. Hell yeah. Ba-ba-ba-doo. Yeah, technically, like, we did have a legit heir last time. Mutiny? Let's see what this is. Oh my god. Are you about to try and sell me crab coin? I have a favor to ask. Yo, you just told me we weren't spicy enough in our marriage to have a kid. So, I hope this is a good favor. I recently purchased a very rare region in one of my alchemical studies. The Zycarian Black Pearl. Lamentably, it's been delayed. I was buying it from an old patrician, Danny 007. Danny? What seems to be the problem here? Why are you not giving my wife what they want here? What's going on? What's going on, Danny? It'd be a great favor for me if you could just chase it upon my behalf. I'll get to it. Most pleasing. Let me know how you fare. You summon noble patrician Danny 07 to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Always a pleasure, your esteemed highness. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my spouse. Regrettably, I can't give you the Black Pearl just yet. Are you Barbosa? What's the problem here? What? Why? What do you need it to return some cursed, like, Mayan gold? Or is it Incan? I can't really remember. Gold? Stuck in a jar? How's the bottom of the sea? Davy Jones? What? Suddenly it dried up. Since that merchant vessel sank in the wave. Oh, it actually might be at the bottom of the sea. Point is, I'm afraid the price the royal consort paid will no longer cover the cost of the item. Danny? Danny? We had a deal. It was it's in paper, writing, bound by blood. Give me the pearl, or you're going to jail for fraud. I have 100% authority. No, whoa. There's no need to be so hasty. Extreme Highness, perhaps it can work something out. The royal consort.
You best start believing in ghost stories, Matt. You're in
one. You did get some wealth for that. So, we got the Black Pearl, though. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. I'm sorry to put my foot down, but it had to be done. All right, let's see how this mutiny goes because I don't feel great about it. Oh. Dramatic news from the boat race, Your Esteemed Highness. Lord Patrician Domehammer 1 sent a letter telling me everything, says Gecko in a suit. We beg for aid. My crew has turned against me. Oh, Dome. I have a feeling we're about to see Domehammer 1 too in just a second. They're saying I'm working them too hard and there's no hope of winning anyway. Now they demand higher pay. They're threatening to throw me overboard. I beg for your help. Every minute we argue, I lose time against Meg SRP. Depths below. We must step it. Gecko in a suit. Hey, I love you, but I got a question. Why does the king have to step in to help you guys cheat in the fair boat race? Admittedly, if I'm doing my math right, and I bet on you guys to tie, which is apparently a thing that can happen. You were even, and then we pointed out that you guys were smuggling, so we lowered you. So, I guess I need to try to uplift? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's really it, Gecko says. Zero reasoning. These sailors can't be allowed to disrupt the race like this. Absolutely not. If Domehammer can't control his own crew, that's his fault. He doesn't deserve to win. This already hurt his chances of winning. Why should he be punished further? Dome, from the concept of the game we're in right now, like, I get what you're doing. In real life, though, rough. The Patricians can send funds to pay off the mutineers. I don't think I should have the military get involved, right? I don't think I should have the military get involved. While I do think we could do it, that would piss the Patricians off even more, too. The Patricians are already pissed at me. That's true. I didn't want to be remembered as a but I don't want to be seen as I'm helping. I'm help skewing it. Lisbon, let me hydrate. The Chiefs don't really have a huge play in this right now, unfortunately. I might just let you guys figure this out. I'm gonna say you guys figure it out. I can't pick military. You guys have to pick all this. I'll say it's completely up to you guys. I'm not skewing it in any way, shape, or form. It's all on you. I don't even really know what I think would be best. Like, I'm technically all these could do something crazy here, so we'll see. Does Dome have money left? I can't remember if Dome lost his money or not. All right, chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I always just do that because I know technically we've got like 200 something people playing. So it's like they could just be chilling and then decide to vote, right? All right. Wow. That's bad. That's bad. The Patricians are disgusted in the Monarch's decision. Oh, and by the way, Ooh, that's not great. Well, I hope we can find a shortcut. Ooh wee, that is a doozy. Northern sagas tell of Oldhelm's Horn, once gifted to mortals by the honey-blooded prince himself, then lost to the snows of time, never to be found again. Until now, they found the horn! I have it. Oldhelm has spoken, says Orchid Frog. Last night during the storm, I beseeched the drunken vessel himself. And lo did the lightning strike the earth, far to the north. That's where I found the horn. You mean in the frozen wastes? I have everyone muster their best warriors. We're headed into the domain of the ice giants. For the next stage, the chief's scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Good news, everyone! It's already done. Up! Sitting on a bench outside the sun-bleached villa. 2 patricians of the coast meeting to plot their latest scheme. Our profits are down. Our companies are being competed by the damned counts of all people. How could this happen? Patrician's aim is to have the highest trade. The counts are the bees! Oh, I forgot. All this shit is coming to a head at the same time. In the east, Count Strongest Magikarp and the wizard Pestia are standing atop her grim windowless tower, swept by howling winds and lashed by rain. You've done an adequate job destroying the bees, I suppose, but I won't give you leprosy. My thanks, great wizard. Now, shall we discuss how to overthrow the troublesome monarch? All right, Counts. This is your final one. So if the Counts complete their next focus, they win. I am actually allergic to bees. Yeah, Mooncrasher. So it would be bad for me to get bead. Curse them of fate worse than death. Raise trade. Oh, man. I think that's overall trade, too. That is tough. Man. Dude, both of those are actually pretty good for the Counts. This is the Counts game to lose. Like, it is... It's very, like... very set for Counts right now. This is why you guys, like, you make your AO alliances. The problem is this game can turn so quickly. And I'm like, bro, I know how this works. You guys, like, legitimately are going to end up getting got quick. I think it's set, though. Like, since it's just Counts voting, yeah, it's probably where it's at. I could have waited. I know there are probably like roughly 100-ish Counts, or maybe like 80 or so. But I feel like that's where it's at. Worse than death. Well, it can be done, but I will require an additional fee. Enough gold to sink a galleon, perhaps. That's a good start. Blood and stars! I thought we already sealed the deal. No, something you should learn. Dealing with wizards is a tricky business. Now get me that gold. For the final stage of their scheme, the Counts must raise their trade to 10. That's a tough one. That is pretty tough. Good luck. All right. Well, I'm cruel taxing the Counts. It's gonna just bribe the patricians. Because that seems like the most logical choice. I would cruel tax the Chiefs too. But they're pretty high up on the defiance meter here. Like, I really would bribe them as well, but I can't afford to lose that much money. Yeah, that's probably where I have to do... Dude, every time I get into taxes, it's like I have to fucking bribe people. At least they won't be able to kill us. Well, I spend everything I make because they won't let me just kill people. Like, if it said I had an heir, it'd be a little bit easier to make work, but... Alright, what is... Hang on. The end is near. This boat thing! Okay. Coastal boat race is nearly at a close. I'd hoped the coast would win the day, but it appears Meg SRP will sail to victory. Lamentably, things aren't going how the monarch bet. How exciting. Truly, this... Ultra Goose Ace! What's up? Is of utmost importance. On a completely unrelated note, I have a shipment of lumber that is due to intercept by the racers any day now. If my ship got in the way, who knows what might happen? I dare say the race's outcome could be altered. Of course, I could be convinced to alter the shipment's route instead. Ultra Goose Ace, what the fuck? Actually, though, I don't think I care. I bet that they tie. Your Grace, must have stopped this shameless attempt to sabotage the race. Let's see. How accounts pay for the ship to obstruct Lord Patrician Domehammer's... Domehammer doesn't need any more of that. How the Patricians pay for the ship to obstruct... refuse the shameless bribe. So the council allowed Chief Ultra Goose Ace's ship to obstruct the boat race. I don't really know what I do here. I think whatever I do, I need to raise the authority. That will lower trade, probably just of the Chiefs, I would assume. Yeah, I could golden choice. The biggest thing that's going to suck is for Ultra Goose Ace. That's going to hurt my defiance of the Chiefs, too. Yeah, I'm golden choicing C. I'll deal with it later. We're going to have to do something to lower the defiance. But is the extension busted? I don't know why. Normally it works fine. Ultra Goose Ace, I'm sorry, but I think that that's going to hurt you. I don't want it to go necessarily one way or the other. I want it to be completely, like, legit. You don't want trade going up? That trade only matters if it's the oh, what's it called? The counts. Oh, but the patricians do want trade to go down, don't they? I guess that's true. I didn't think about that. Your extension broke? I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. Maybe refresh, see if that might help. I don't really know. I don't know what the extension might have issues with. Wait, don't refresh, it broke? I'm saying if it already is broken, you know, then don't refresh. It's broken for everyone. I'm sorry to hear that, Viper Quit. I have no idea then. I mean, I could try and remove it and bring it back, but I don't know. That was just, the vote was already done. Alright, we refuse the bribe. God, that upped the defiance so much more than I thought. But my lumber shipment will have to be diverted. It'll be late. Well, don't interfere. We did lower that defiance, though, so that's good. Soon nobles and peasants alike gather to the finish line, watching breathlessly as the winner arrives. We knew it would be Meg, though. It's a shame. I should have let them do it. But I bet on both people, so... No, I didn't bet on both people. I just bet they would die. Now pay up, Domehammer. Grecian losing a sea race. It's a scandal. I don't know how this happened. Hey, Domehammer, remember when you guys tried to cheat? That's all your money. But Meg's went up a lot. Absolutely not. It's a nice time for a holiday in my villa to relax and a lot of wine. Limitably, Your August Majesty, you lost your bet, but it was all fun, wasn't it? Nope. Their trade went up from that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, guess you guys better lower their trade. Gaps in the mind? Blood money. We'll go blood money. Well, Pookmeister, I think their trade would have gone up anyway. I thought the only trade that would be affected. Yeah, why was their trade up from that? I thought the trade was all down. Oh well. I didn't even get my money either. Oh, see, I didn't think about them winning the race, increasing their trade. I really didn't think about that at all. Death Lord. What? Nothing is wrong. Absolutely everything. Nothing is wrong in the East. Everything is fine. What? You look like you saw the wasp, Deathlord. There's definitely not an old witch who lives in the border of my lands, and I definitely haven't been having money troubles. And most importantly, she didn't offer me a fortune to exchange for just a drop of my blood, an offer which I absolutely didn't accept. Blah. I'm confused. Honestly, ever since I didn't accept the witch's bargain, I haven't found myself obeying her every command. I definitely still rule over my estate, not her. Furthermore, she didn't forbid me from telling you any of this, and I'm not using negative statements to bypass her magic. I think you're crazy. I think you're insane. I'm starting to think you mean opposite of what you say. No, Your Majesty, that's not the case. Damn, I guess I was wrong then. Oh well. Deathloop looks like they're about to cry. Oh man, that's rough, dude. That's rough. That's a shame. Here, let's get the physician, see if he can lift the curse. After a week confined in a cold iron box with nothing to eat but salt, the magic stops affecting Deathlord so strongly. They're even able to talk about the ordeal directly. I always tolerated the bloody witch. She'd sell medicine to peasants, and I helped them find lost sheep. I never suspected she was capable of something like this. We need to call a vote. Send a regiment to take back my stolen land. All right, take back Deathlord's land. And burn the witch at the stake. Take back Deathlord's land, but let the witch go free. Let Deathlord deal with the consequences of their bargain. This is personal wealth, so I'm kind of okay with whatever on that front, but yeah, I think I'm okay. I'll let you guys figure it out. You guys figure that out. You guys do whatever you want with this one. I'm sorry, I don't know how the extension might be messed up. I don't know what it might be, what might have caused it. You know? Really just don't know. I could try, like, if I do redo it, it would have to get all of you back in, I'm sure. So it'd be a whole situation. Chat, I do want to thank you guys again for hanging out with me today, though, while we're doing all this. Maybe it could be a cloud outage or something like that. Well, you guys are going to kill the witch. You guys went with the Gamba option. There's just no way, I think, unless everyone popped up. All right, let's see what happens. The military succeeded. Defiance can't go any lower. When the Eastern troops arrive at Deathlord's estate, the land itself fights back. The soil opens up beneath them. Trees swipe at their horses. But they fight their way through the minimal losses. The witch tries to escape, but she's caught by sentries posted around the perimeter. That evening, the witch is burned in the town square as the peasants watch in silence. Count Deathlord is pathetically grateful. I just said pathetically for a return for their ancestral home. Hey, faith went up, but the fields never again as bountiful as they were under the witch's reign. Didn't one witch like radiated magic and stopped all the crops? Whatever. All right. Gaps in the mind. Various roads. Your Majesty, I have some odd news to report. What happened? Ever since the wreck of the Kestrin has found on my land, people have been losing their memory. It's started small, but it's spreading. And I woke up this morning to find I'd lost a week of my life. Something is deeply wrong. It was the week where I was prom king in high school. It was great. I was living high on my horse. It was so good. I was such the talk of the town, but I don't remember it anymore. Also, as a result, I don't remember my wife, like, at all. It's really bad. Okay. We could destroy the ship. That would probably lower their trade, actually. Send priests to heal the people. Their faith isn't super high. Yeah, the only reason I say it, because their trade went up because everyone was flocking to the ship. So they were like, oh my god, the ship, right? Like, it's tourist shit. Pay for count various roads to relocate to safety. They don't have... I'm vetoing that. I'm not paying for that because I don't have the money. Can't be done. You guys took too much of my money earlier. I do have the money now. I'm not doing it. It's not being done. Count various roads is delusional. Forbid all discussion on the wreck. Everyone would just go insane. Yeah, I'm gonna veto. I'm gonna veto that. Vetoed. You guys figure it out. Destroy the ship possibly would keep the game going. Sending priests, I have no idea what it would even do. I don't think we'd pass it either. But we're kind of buffaloing to keep the game going if we destroy the ship. I don't even really know what D would do, but it is kind of funny just to be like, you're insane. You're insane. That ship that teleported to your land. You could have always been insane. How do we know? You know? But, yeah, it's also true. The military could fail. We could legitimately just get a failure from military action as well. You know? Literally no way of knowing. But, oh my god.
I'm not delusional. You're delusional. You're all delusional.
I don't know. It seems like you might be delusional. Have you considered you're delusional? You ever think about that? Huh? Various runs. Thanks for those bits. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Let's go. Game, I don't think that could possibly be true, that you're an illusion. Illusions don't hurt me as much as this. All right. The ship destroyed. It succeeded. A crack team of Eastern siege engineers are set to destroy the ship from a safe distance with giant trebuchets. I don't know how crack team you need to be for that, but soon the ship was nothing more than a scrap of splinters. The amnesia was sweeping the nearby village fades away. The trade didn't go down now the ship was gone. Didn't work. We tried, guys. We tried. I don't know if this is the end or not. Get rid of Golden Choice and let's go with Royal Gamble. This could be the end, though. I have no idea. Bumble Rabbit. Thank you for the 56 months. Thank you. I think this is the end. Because it literally just says worse than death. I think we got, guys. I think we got. I think I misunderstood some stuff, and then we tried to lower them. We just couldn't do it. Counts got it. Like I said, this was the Counts to lose. I think they got all their shit right away. You make me listen to Inya on loop. Dude, I never even got the option to have like an error or anything. This was the most. Since I won the first time last time, they were like, don't even give the king anything. The sun's setting, but you still at your desk, sorting through paperwork. You never knew being a monarch would involve so much reading. Rough. It's getting late, dear. Come to bed. You're right. This can wait till tomorrow. Civic smiles and departs, motioning for you to follow. You begin hurriedly stashing your papers away. As you shove a sheaf of documents into a drawer, you notice something. There are flies crawling all over your desk. Flies buzzing lazily, circles around your head. More and more flies everywhere. You look and see a hideous masked figure in robes, flanked by Count's strongest magic harp, and Vadam, the Count's claimants to the throne. Oh, Pestia. Surprised to see us. Not really strongest magic harp. I've seen how all this is going. Honestly, the fact it only took you guys 2 hours to win, impressive. I assumed it would have taken much less time. You guys, I don't think ever had a real fault. It was from the get-go. They were like, here's your winning condition. You win. That's true. Wait, the honor guard might get us. We might be okay. I'll double A's paying you, wizard. It's fun to hear you plead, but at this point, I might as well just swing by your treasury and let the rats carry away as many coins as I can. You know what? That's fair. I was lying. I don't have anywhere near double what they do. It's fine. You know what? I suppose this is how it ends. It's unfair, isn't it? Using magic almost feels like cheating. I feel guilty about it later, after my coronation. You know, you could just not do it. You know, I'm just saying. You could like stop right now. With trembling hands, Vladimir reaches out and plucks the crown from your head. Oh, I didn't dress up for this one. I'm sorry, guys. Suit you, Your Highness. Now, let's leave the sorry monarchy to their fate. Which is nothing because of the ninth god. Right? The new king and his loyal servant depart, leaving you alone with the wizard. Flies are settling on your sweaty scalp. Step forward. She steps forward, black robe sweeping, and jabs a needle into the crook of your arm. There you go. I just infected you with a little disease of my own invention. What? Don't worry, it doesn't have any symptoms. For you. What? But you're massively contagious. If you touch anyone at all, breathe near them, or get close enough to hear their voice, they'll die a death more miserable than you can ever imagine. All right, here's what we do. We go hang out with the king. Bro, also, Pesty is dead, right? We just go hang out with the king. Easy. Solve the problem. I could still be the king. Perfect. Honestly, it's getting sick of humanity anyway. Oh. Well, people are overrated. I advise you to make friends with rats. Now get out of my sight before I give you something even worse. You dash from your office and start running. Running. Not sure where you're going. Deep in the woods. Perhaps somewhere you can't be found. But maybe you'll, or maybe first you'll go find Count Strongest Magikarp and give him a nice, long hug. Oh, hey. That was a brutal ending. We've never had that one before. Yeah, hugs for everyone. We've had a lot of different endings in this. Never that one. I don't think we've had like the one where we were like a death bringer. All right, became a hermit, living in the Blackwheel Forest with and subsisting on berries. Occasionally, poachers who met the hermit monarch would turn up dead, having apparently caught every disease at once. Chiefs abandoned their hopes for Oddheld's horn, which passed into legend once more, a treasure fit only to be seducing adventurers into the frozen wastes, where ice giants or hypothermia wait. The patricians failed to turn the kingdom's debts against it, and the moment had passed. Ever practical, they set about collecting interest and hoarding wealth, waiting for the time to scheme once more. Sure enough, the monarch tracked down Count Strongest Magikarp and gave him a deadly hug. After that, they fled for a life of solitude, and King Vladimir was crowned. None dared challenge the succession, fearing Pestia's wrath. That being said, why didn't I hug that guy too? Right? Like, I should have, like, Strongest Magikarp, you died. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Should have hugged the king. Congrats to the counts, though. You did it. Well done. Well done on the win. That was rough. That was rough for me. I won the one before that. I feel like I never even got remotely started. We didn't even get, like, given a chance. It might be because I didn't take an honor guard, but really, I don't know. The honor guard didn't really seem to be a problem. We never got anywhere near there. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't almost killed. So, yeah, this one felt like I was set up to fail. But at the same time, there were maybe a couple of key times I could have taken an action and, like, saved it, but I might have misunderstood one or two of them, and that was just that. That's okay. I think, like, how this game's story works is great, where we just kind of are constantly setting it up, right? I almost would like to do a really long one where we don't... I mean, maybe that's what we do. We keep Subsundia going. You know? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, though. Chat. Let's go ahead and call it, okay? News portal error. That makes it seem like there was an error on their side. That was what caused the extension to go down about halfway through. I do too, Mike Linsky. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's definitely, it seems like it's on their end then. But hey, chat, let's go ahead and call it for the day, all right? Does that sound good? Well, we had a pretty good stream today. Did some Slime Rancher too. Okay. I think with all the gamer score I got, looking at the subs for the day, I'm pretty sure you guys did beat me a little bit, but not much. And that's good. That's good. We can make that work. All right? All right, I feel good about that. All right, though, chat. I'm going to go ahead and call it for the day. Didn't get level 6, so we'll just, that'll be it. But hey, next stream, I'm thinking it's going to be Tuesday. I wanted to do one Wednesday, but let's say we celebrate the 3-year anniversary on Tuesday, okay? Right? That sound good? 3-year anniversary is technically the 15th, and then we will be doing the Achievathon to celebrate completely after that. No Gamba right now. Then we didn't get level 6, so. But yeah, we'll call it Time Me Tuesday for it. We'll see how all that goes. Oh yeah, game. I will. Next stream will be Tuesday. That'll be that. YouTube, hey, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the King of the Castle. I know that they're not like the biggest thing for YouTube because it's not like you guys get to interact, but I think the content there is great. It's a super fun time. It's a nice it's super good if you're here. So if you ever want to stop by a stream, highly recommend King of the Castle. So, all right, YouTube. I love you.